Yeah, it's been quite the last 9 or 10 days. A lot of travel. This is our fourth game in 8 or 9 days, and kind of showed in the first quarter. Got off to a slow start, and we're kind of struggling to find our rhythm. But after that, I thought we did a really good job of turning that around in the second quarter. Made some adjustments, and third and fourth quarter really played well. So pleased to get this win, and we got no rest for the weary. Turn around and go to Florida State this weekend and see if we can't, continue to improve and knock down our shots. And I think once that breaks loose, our field goal percentage breaks loose, and we start making some shots from the perimeter, it opens everything up for us. So really pleased with our effort overall and to get the win.
All right, start with questions for the student athletes.
Mikala, just how's the adjustment been with this team? Like, you guys have now played 6 games all together. Just how's it been for you? Just first year on the team. Just how's that been?
I think it's been really great. I got the opportunity to come here in the summer, so that time was a really crucial piece with me, and especially since we got to go to Greece and I got to have 2 games with the girls under my belt before the season actually began. It was really nice, bonding with the girls off the court and creating that chemistry. And then, at the beginning of the season, I think there's always like a little anxiousness because you obviously want to perform well for a new team and everything. But now I feel like it's all like coming together and working out really smoothly.
And the coach mentioned just how busy you guys have been over the last 9 days. Just how have you prepared for that, and just really coming into tonight's game, just the struggles there early on and being able to overcome that?
I think it all starts how hard we go in practice and how we treat every practice like a game and really pay attention to our scouts. The coaches put together great scouts, so we know what to look for in a game and how to execute it. And then just coming into the game, it wasn't our best start, obviously, but how we ended was great. And as a team, we're kind of like player led, and so we knew that we were better and we could do better, and that's what we did.
And then Katie, just you guys started the season with 5 games on the road. Just maybe how important is that for when you guys are on the road and kind of forces you to maybe come together, because that's really all you can do. Just how has that been?
It was a lot of, especially with all the traveling, we were with each other all the time, getting the bond and being with each other even when you don't want to be with each other, I think was good for us. And then obviously road games are harder and the atmosphere is different. LSU, that was crazy. Our new kids and our young kids, I think that was great for them and us as a whole. And I think it was a great way to start our season.
And then if you could just talk on the way you guys played defense tonight. You guys had 6 blocks, you forced 15 turnovers, and then really only allowed them 14 points in the paint. It seemed like you guys really controlled the game on the defensive side tonight.
Yeah, that's been a big emphasis for us, is being connected and talking and just playing hard on defense. We need to get better at rebounding and boxing out, but other than that, I like the way that we're playing connected with a lot of energy and, forcing turnovers. It's been good.
Anything else from Mikala or Katie? Ladies, you're good to go.
Thank
All
you.
right, thanks, you guys. Good job.
Thanks, guys.
I might be able to look.
Okay. Yeah, just shoot me a text or
Okay.
Coach. Just let Coach Fran know.
Questions, Coach?
And then you mentioned there just the way you guys started out in the first quarter, but then at the end of the first and second quarter, you made big runs to kind of establish and just really build up that lead. Just how were you guys able to do that tonight?
Yeah, I mean, one of our big points of emphasis with this team with Coppin State was you got to keep them off the offensive glass. It's a team that averages 12.5 offensive rebounds a game, and first quarter, the first 6 minutes, they had 7 offensive rebounds in the first 6 minutes, and that was obviously something that we focused on in a timeout and really let them know that we needed to change that. They had 1 offensive rebound the rest of the game. So I was really pleased with the way the team responded to that. As coaches, we don't want to make excuses, but I think it's an actual reason. The type of travel that we've had, we have some kids that are feeling under the weather and that type of thing. All of that put together in 4 games in 8 or 9 days here. I think that contributed to the slow start, but once again, really pleased with the way that they responded down the stretch.
And then there in the third quarter, it seemed like that's when you really took control of the game. You had 16 of your, I believe, 34 points in the paint. Was that an emphasis coming out of halftime to really establish your presence in the paint then?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've talked about our shooting woes. The first 5 games from the 3-point line, we have really good shooters that are kind of struggling to find their way there. But what we've been able to rely on is the paint. Mikala Morris, Janae Tyler, both of them are really doing a great job of establishing the paint. We wanted to play through them and then look for good shots off of that. So paint touches to perimeter threes is kind of how we kind of looked at those opportunities. And we got that. It was good to see Bridget Dunn kind of break out of that and go 3 for 5 from 3. But those were all on paint touches, low post touches and kickouts to rhythm threes, and was pleased to see that start to break loose a little bit.
And then if you could just speak on Janae Taylor and just the way she's played, especially over these last 3 games, just the way she's been performing.
Yeah, Janae, obviously, sky's the limit with her. I mean, she's just she's the youngest player on the team. You know, she's a freshman, but you know, she just turned 18 this summer. You know, getting here, and she's still kind of coming into her own. But she just does some things in practice and in games, and her teammates are like, wow, you know, like she really has the ability to do some nice things for us. She's got a great kind of mentor in Mikala, who's been there and done that for 4 years in the low post, so she gets the opportunity to watch her and learn from her. But then she also goes in and is productive and does really nice things. So really excited about her future.
Anything else, Rich?
Yeah, 34 points off the bench. Talk a little bit about what it means to have such strong players, whether that be starters or bench players.
Yeah, that's my biggest, and we talked about that earlier this year. That's my biggest challenge this year is how to find good players playing time, because you just look down the bench, you put other players in, they're good and they do something really well, and then we put more subs in, and you know, and then I got to get starters back in, and the rotation piece has been more of a challenge than anything. It's a nice problem to have, but it's a real thing. It's nice to have those players down the bench that are very capable and could probably play major minutes or start for some other teams, and you know, everybody's still trying to continue to learn their role, and I'm still trying to figure out that rotation, but it's nice when they come in and do nice things.
You touched on it a little bit about this veteran leadership that came from Mikala. Could you expand on that a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, she's a fifth-year transfer. Obviously, she's played a ton of college minutes at Quinnipiac and was an all-conference player there, and she's had success. So she's not going to get rattled by the things that she sees in games. Great mentorship for Janae and some of our other young players as well. But we all, you know, Katie Shumate's a fifth-year senior. Abby Ogle this is her 6th year in college, you know, through injuries and junior college and transfers and all that type of thing. And so to have that type of stability is nice to have for our young players to really be able to rely on that, and that they exude a lot of confidence when they're out there on the court, and that helps them out.
Anything else?
I have one more question. So when you build such a big lead like you did in the third quarter, how important is it for players further in your rotation who don't get a chance to start to play?
Yeah, it's a great thing. I mean, those players work just as hard in practice and do all the things that we're asking them to do as well. And a lot of times they don't get the attention or the accolades that a lot of our starters do. So it's really good to see those players come in. You know, we got Tatiana Thomas is a great player. Maya Babbitt, Bianca Juzo, Kaylee Perkins, Elena Meyer, Lexi Linton, all those players, they come to practice every day. They work hard. And so I was pleased that we had another opportunity to get them playing time, and they did good things when they went in. So it's a really nice boost for them to be able to get some of those opportunities and to be able to play. And I think that helps our whole team, infuses our whole team with energy when they see them doing well out there.
And then just you obviously you had the game in LSU. Now you go down to Florida State. Just what do you hope the team takes from that experience and that they can build on and translate it into going into Florida State?
Yeah, I mean, Florida State is a different challenge than LSU. I mean, I think there's some facets of the game that Florida State may even be better than LSU in. You know, they're very talented. They're beating people big. I mean, they've done well. They're up into the top 15 in the country now, and they're going to be confident playing at home. Our players have been in those atmospheres before, so I don't think they're going to be surprised or shocked by anything that they see there. But that being said, you still have to play a really high level just to be in a game with a team like that, and you probably need some help from them as well. So I think our players realize that, but they came here because they wanted those type of opportunities. That's an exciting thing for a competitive student athlete to be able to play against some of the best players in the country and see how you measure up. And obviously at LSU, we did for about 25 minutes, we want to extend that and see if we can't do even better than that against Florida State. So we're excited about that opportunity, and then get about a week off before we play again, because it's been quite the grind.
Anything else? All right. Thanks, Coach.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Yep.